Hello, one of my young friends, Jaffa, reminded me saying, Captain, you have not told us how George hacked that interview till now. Have you forgotten him? I said, of course not, how can I? But I realized that the story of George's amazing achievement had been left incomplete. The discussion on George's brand building led us to the attributes that were required for developing brand you. But you know, friends, the attributes we had discussed, though literally not part of the main story, are the essential building blocks of the story. You know, George was an average student and he knew that too. He also had realized that in today's world with an average CGPA, it is difficult to get a great job. This thought used to trouble him, and his search for a solution made him realize that companies look beyond academic achievements when they hire. And that's the reason companies physically interview candidates before making that final selection. Remember Vijay and Suresh, the two juniors of George? By the way, I hope you know this backstory about these two friends. In case not, click on the link above and you can get to know them better. That day at the hospital, Vijay and Suresh got the news about how George had aced the selection. George happened to visit them the same day and willingly agreed to explain what had happened during that interview. George said, you know, I was worried about my future being an average student. So to find more about what companies were looking for, I had joined a training, and that helped me develop me and display those skills which companies were looking for beyond my academic achievement. The training made me realize my strength. It taught me how to develop my personal brand, that is brand me, and it uncovered my potential, something I had not realized this long. I realized that prospective employers are evaluating you in total and want to find out if you fit their company. George continued saying, you know, the trainer compared each of us fresh graduates as products on a supermarket shelf. Like when we go into a supermarket, each product on the shelf is screaming, take me, I'm special, I'm more capable of doing, I'm 50% more efficient. But then as a buyer, we look at all of them and pick what fits our requirement. This fit may be because of a list of ingredients made of, or it may be the features we have built into it, or it may be even the packaging, or a combination of all attributes. But the final selection will be the buyers of that product which satisfies most of his requirements and is ready to pay a price for it. So are prospective employers. He paused, looked at them and said, do you realize that when we are passing out of our college, we are like plain soaps with minor variations based on our CGPA. And the buyer, that is the would-be employer, is looking for that something special in each of us. Suddenly, Vijay and Suresh looked enlightened. It was as if a bulb had lit up in their minds listening to George. By the friends, in a survey of about 1,300 hiring managers, they were given a questionnaire and asked what is that they're looking for and what process they would use for identifying high potential candidates over and above their academic achievement. The near unanimous answer was they look for skills like adaptability, collaboration, leadership, prioritization, growth potential, and cultural add. And the process most of them followed to identify these qualities were through behavioral-based interview questions. So friends, as I leave you for this week, did this insight what George gave ring a bell in your mind? Think what skills you possess. We will see how George hacked it in the coming episode. This is Group Captain Ranjit Isaac, your performance augmenter, helping you deliver performance beyond expectation and signing off. Jai Hind.